All right.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and this is Scorpio Oxman Channel. And I am absolutely thrilled that Rebecca Kratke has joined us today. Give her applause. Yay. Thanks so much for joining us today, Rebecca. And it's been...
You're very welcome.
Thanks so much. So I want to just tell my viewers just a brief history of Rebecca and I. So we've been friends going on 9 years now. And boy, Rebecca, it's amazing how fast the years go by, eh? It's unbelievable. Yeah, since we met in 2011 at Humber College, which is in Toronto. And I remember the day you were actually a tutor, and you used to work at the writing center. It was, and so yes. I had a project that I brought there one day, and that's when. And little did you and I know that we lived in the same town. And so 10 years ago, I used to work at Tim Hortons, which that's a big Canadian food chain, as we know. And one day you walked in and I served you. I think it was a chocolate milk you ordered. And I said, oh, wow, oh, you live in the same town. And it turns out you knew people I did, and you were friends with some other coworkers of mine too. So and that's so, but yeah, so today, ironically, initially I scheduled this meeting for Sunday because that's when the moon is in Swati Nakshatra. So Rebecca Kratke here is a Swati moon, or friendliest sign of that's the sign of the zodiac. Rebecca Kratke is a Swati native, and so I'm going to show you her chart today. And I'm also going to show you how she is pretty well similar to big movie star or big mega star people such as Scarlett Johansson and Michael Buble. Wow, how does that make you feel being compared to them, Rebecca? I think that's pretty big because they got the same.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, they got the same sign. And I know you've mentioned that you once in a while you sing, right? Or you do singing gigs or acting gigs as well. Was that going on for a long time up until?
I am a professionally trained singer. I am level 6 of the Royal Conservatory.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
I do musical theater, community theater on the side. So yeah, I try to get in as many professional singing things as I can.
Right. Well, once I read this to you and to the viewers, you're definitely going to see why that is with some people, and particularly someone who has a friendliest or Swati moon sign in Asterian Astrology. So here's a chart, Rebecca, as I sent to you on your email. So this is all correct. I hope that this is all correct. October the 10th, 1991. And so you said around dinner time, right, in Colorado Springs?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I estimate, okay, 6 p.m. That's pretty well dinner time. In the USA, that's their dinner too, right? In the USA, pretty well, and just like it is here in Canada. But so you're native to Colorado, but you mentioned to me before that you've lived in Canada since you were 11 or somewhere around there is when you moved up here. Yeah.
13.
13. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So as I usually show on my Real Astrology of Celebrity videos, so I show the Mastering the Zodiac chart, which is this. So just a reminder for my viewers, so this is masteringthezodiac.com. It shows the real natural sky as it really is if we were to see it with our own eyes. So as you can see, all the signs are a different size in degrees as it is with the natural sky. So here is, so Rebecca's, so first of all, your sun is right here, Rebecca, that's in Virgo. Your moon is right here in Libra. Now, in the traditional mainstream, it's going to probably say different signs. Like in the mainstream tropical zodiac, it says your sun is Libra, whereas in the natural sky, it's actually Virgo. And with your moon, whatever your moon is in the tropical, it's actually Libra. So now, in regards to the Nakshatras, so I'm going to just show. I have the chart right here. I could easily show the viewers too. So your moon, so these are the 27 Nakshatras that circulate the zodiac. So your moon is located right here, which is number 15, Swati, or as it's called in Asterian astrology, Favonius. And your sun is actually Hasta Nakshatra, which is called Sol in Asterian astrology. So I'm just going to show this chart here, which I always do. Oh, I didn't put. Well, that's why. Okay, I didn't put it up over my email, but I still showed it on. I still showed. That's why I brought out the sheet here to show it though. And so that's the explanation of why those are the correct locations of or why that is the. I'm just showing the viewers that the proof of why that would be the correct location of Swati, not Nakshatra, which your moon sign is. And okay, so I'm going to read off about. So we're going to go to the website, asterianastrology.com. So just a reminder for our viewers, Asterian astrology is the Greek version of Vedic astrology. It is still regarding the 27 nakshatras, stars that circulate the zodiac. Really, the only difference is that they all have a different name because they're their Greek names, not their Hindu names, okay? So here is Swati, or Favonius. We'll refer to it as Favonius right here. So, so it gives a description. So someone who has a sun or moon placement, especially a moon placement, or someone has a moon sign of Swati, is going to be more like a Swati native because the moon is the closest celestial body to us. The sun may be the brightest, but the moon is the closest celestial body. So this is why, so yeah, Rebecca, this is why the ancients believe that our moon sign was actually stronger than our sun sign because it's the closest one to us. So, okay,
it does say later October to early November.
That is correct. And the reason it says, it shows those dates because this is in the traditional Vedic system, those would be the typical dates. But in the Mastering the Zodiac, it goes by the real actual natural sky, which is different. So therefore, there's going to be different dates every year. And but this is these dates right here that it shows right here. That's actually regarding the sun sign. So those are regarding the sun sign dates. But we're going by the moon. So your moon sign is actually Favonius. So regardless of what these dates say, but those are the general that's the general sun sign date of Favonius in the traditional Vedic system, which is not based on the natural sky, but we're going by this one here, which is the real natural sky right here. Which is, yeah, so that's why October 1091. So yeah, your sun is in that location. So it's actually the star of Sol or Hasta that your sun is. But because your moon sign is Favonius, we'll read off about Favonius first, and then we'll get to your sun. And then there's something else I'll tell you too. So this nakshatra, so Favonius or Swati, as it's commonly referred to, this star indicates someone who is musical, artistic, creative, intuitive, and psychic. I could probably stop reading there, right, Rebecca? Because maybe we probably don't have to go any further for the information. But they have good business and financial skills, and they are good communicators. They are good leaders, knowledgeable, curious, flexible in their approach. So yeah, I'm only going to read the bright. Basically, Jade Luna. So Jade So Luna, who's the host of this website, he shined a light on Asterian astrology. So he tells the bright side of all of them, and he also tells the shadow side. I'm only going to tell the bright side, obviously. That's the only one I'm going to read off, of course. And
thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. And so let's read off the information of so this is your sun sign, Rebecca. It's called Sol. But in the traditional Vedic, the Hindu system, it's called Hasta. Now, by the way, as it shows here, Hasta is actually the largest of all of them. It's the largest star in the zodiac, the biggest one of all of them. And
Wow.
it's, yeah. And what's amazing, and there's many huge celebrities who have a Hasta sun sign. So Matt Damon is a Hasta sun. Leonardo DiCaprio, his moon sign is Hasta. So those are a few big celebrity names who are a Hasta native.
Cool.
So here is information on Hasta. Hasta indicates a person who is skillful with their hand. That's why the symbol is of a hand, as you can see, because they're all about craftsmanship and skilled with their hands for craftsmanship and such. Craftsmanship in the arts. Healers and massagers. They are clever. They are witty, entertaining, and humorous. And they are good speakers and communicators. Yeah, so that says a lot about the famous people who are Hasta natives, and of course you as well. I think this really would you say this rings a bell with you, Rebecca?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, and here's what's really amazing about your chart, Rebecca. So your your chart is right here. So your sun is Hasta or Soul, and your moon is Swati or Favonius, as it's called. Now, believe it or not, those two stars are soulmates. They're actually the soulmates of all the 27 of these stars in the zodiac. Those two are soulmates. So for you to have a combination of both, that's pretty powerful, because these two stars are soulmates. So both of them together, like that creates something special, and that creates a special being for sure. So I noticed that about your chart, and there's no question that's why, you seem really like you're such a down to earth person, and that you're so helpful and giving. You go out of your way to help one another, and I can't thank you enough, Rebecca, for all you've done. You seem like you're such a multitasker. You really care about people, and that's, man, I'm not going to be surprised if you're on Jimmy Fallon one day, eh? Or any of the big shows. Ellen DeGeneres too. I still love Ellen, by the way. I'm not going to say it. I still love Ellen. The Ellen DeGeneres show, I'm still big. Yeah, a lot of, man, it's so, the comparison. So you know who this is, right? Scarlett Johansson. So she also has her moon. So this is what I discovered. So this website here shows the proof of her birth date. So November the 22nd, 1984, 7 a.m. That's in New York City. So this time is accurate. And so her chart, so I'll show you her chart here. And so as you can see, this is showing you proof right now, Rebecca, that your moon is in literally the exact same spot as hers is. So I see, so her moon is located, so here's Scarlett Johansson, November 22nd, 1984, 7 a.m. So her moon is right there in Libra. That is the fourth quarter of Swati. And I'll show yours again. As you can see, your moon, it's in the exact same spot, literally. So that's the fourth quarter of Swati Nakshatra. And so, and again, we read off about Swati, they're like the down to earthness they are. And also, I'm just going to get back on the AsterianAstrology.com. Yeah, someone musical, artistic, creative, intuitive, and psychic. So that's pretty the fact. So your moon and Scarlett Johansson's moon, they're in the exact same spot. So if you're going to be a big actress in that, okay, I think maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that though, because people are probably going to know why, because they're going to be like, oh my gosh. So you and Scarlett Johansson are like literally like twins or perhaps. And so that's pretty. So here's another thing too. So I'm going to read off to our viewers. There's something special about the fourth pada too. So just a reminder about the padas. So the Padas are really the quarters. So each of these stars that circulate the zodiac, each of them are broken down into quarters. But they don't call these quarters, they call them the Padas, okay? So Scarlett Johansson's moon is in the fourth Pada of Swati, just like yours is, okay? So I'm gonna read off what it says about that. So just getting right to it here. So on this website here, it shows about the Swati or Favonius Pada. So each, so for an example, like my moon is in Anurada Nakshatra, which is a different one, and it's in the second Pada. So you Rebecca, your moon is Swati Nakshatra and in the fourth Pada, which is the exact same as Scarlett Johansson. So here's what it says about those natives. So those who are native to those who have a moon in the fourth Pada Swati. The fourth Pada Swati Nakshatra falls in the Pisces Navamsa. That means that it's ruled by Jupiter, basically. Ruled by Jupiter. This native here is most flexible and they swim contentedly with the tide. Contentedly, and just for my viewers to remind them of what contentedly means, it means like contentedly. Contentedly means in a way that expresses happiness or satisfaction. So yeah, you and Scarlett Johansson swim with the tide contentedly. Swim contentedly with the tide. So that's I think that's a recipe to make for somebody to become famous, or somebody who is famous. But you're already famous to me, Rebecca. I want you to know that. That's you don't have to be in movies. You don't have to. I want you to achieve your life goals. Whatever your dream goals are, I wish you all the best, Rebecca. And that's, yeah, I think that says a lot for sure. And so also, yeah, I wanted to mention, yeah, so basically Michael Buble, he has a Rahu, his planet Rahu is in Swati. So his moon is very close to Swati too. So I would consider him a Swati native. Some other stars, Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams has a sun sign. Bryan Adams, the legendary, iconic Canadian singer, his sun sign is Swati. Also, Shailene Woodley, the actress Shailene Woodley, guess what? Her sun is in the fourth Pada Swati. That's her sun sign. So there you go. Shailene Woodley, yeah. And of course, Scarlett Johansson. Is a Swati moon. So Emma Stone is her sun. She's November 6th. Her sun sign is also Swati. By the way, I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Manny Tavares, one of my close friends, Manny Tavares. His sun sign is Swati, November the 8th. And so I want to give a big shout out to him. And it's, he's so friendly like you too. And I'm beginning to wonder, I really wonder if Swati natives are like the friendliest people, because they seem to be. And you know what? That's a question I want to ask my viewers. So if you guys, anyone watching this, if you could comment below and tell me your opinion as Swati natives, I think they're the friendliest of all of them, of all the Nakshatras in the zodiac. So tell me what you think about that, and tell me your stories as well. It would mean a lot. And because I know I'm going to comment for sure that that's definitely what I believe, that these natives are, they seem to be the most down-to-earth, helpful, giving, and out of their way, just like Rebecca. So, and thanks for being that way always, Rebecca. And yeah, I wish you all the best with everything. And and also there's also another, I want to give a shout out to another friend of mine who's also a Swati moon native, and this is Hasta Papadopoulos. He's a former next door neighbor of mine. Hasta, I give you a big shout. I hope everything is going great with you. And with but you want to know something, Rebecca? I don't know if he'll be watching this really, because I think he's really getting up there in fame. I think by now he's traveling the world. He's having breakfast, lunch, and dinner with kings and queens and that. So he's probably not watching this, but I'll give him a shout anyway, because I know he's a friendly enough guy. My former Costa Papadopoulos, his name is. He's Greek. He's Greek, and I gave him I actually had a nickname for him who I actually called him, his last name is Papadopoulos, which in first name Costa. So I called him Costco Hippopotamus was his nickname for me, though. I think I could get away with it though, because he's friendly enough. He's friendly enough. So somebody friendly like him, I know I could get away with a nickname like that for him. But he's not going to watch this anyway because he's too famous and busy signing autographs and all that. He works with ADT Security, so he's way up there on the food chain. So I give him a shout anyway. Okay, so anyhow, so thanks so much, Rebecca, for joining us today. I can't thank you enough for this. And this was really a video about Swati Nakshatra natives. And Michael Buble's birthday was on September the 9th. I actually skipped that to kind of combine it with you and your birthday. So we're kind of in the middle right now. So I kind of thought, okay, you know what? It's a great time to do a video on the Swati natives. But the moon, and here's another ironic thing too, is because the current moon right now is actually in Hasta, which is the soulmate of Swati. It's in Hasta right now on this Friday night, but the next Swati moon is going to be this Sunday afternoon in our local Eastern time, North America, and that's the next Swati moon. Okay, and anyhow, I just want to announce what our next shows on the Real Astrology of Celebrity videos I'm going to be doing. Jason Sudeikis will be the next one. I was going to do it today, but of course we prepared for Rebecca, who's the most special guest on the show today for sure. And the next one after that is going to be Kevin Serbo. Next week on September 24th is Kevin Serbo as well. And those are going to be coming up next on the Real Astrology of Celebrities on Scorpio Oxman channel. And also, Rebecca, maybe in the future, we'd love to have you on again one of these days for sure. And maybe even, and so I'm going to reveal a secret to you right now of what could be coming up next or pretty soon for Scorpio Oxman channel. It may be a Halloween special. It may be a Halloween special, and I have a bag right here right now. And the cat's out of the bag. You know what? The cat was in here earlier, but now the cat's out of the bag. There could be a Halloween special for Scorpio Oxman channel coming up, and Rebecca could be a guest for that. But as we can see, the cat's gone. The cat's out of the bag. So there you have it, folks. But I'll try to look for her somewhere, wherever she is. So thanks so much, Rebecca. All the best. And thanks for joining us today. And you have a great weekend. And we certainly look forward to the Halloween season as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks again. All the best, guys. Thanks again for all my subscribers and everyone tuning in today on this Friday, September the 18th. All the best and God bless. Thank you.